Hi everyone, and welcome to Brinc's Fall 2021 Demo Day and our first Launchpad Luna Demo Day that's happening in Q2 this year. I hope you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy wherever in the world you're dialing in from. We continue to live in trying times. Wars, complex geopolitics, airborne diseases, climate change, relentless non-stop animal slaughter, misinformation, disinformation, and highly stretched systems and societies in terms of resources, and so much more. These inequalities, disparities, and conflicts continue to grow all around us. And for me, for all of us at Brinc, and I'm sure for all of you, it's tough to feel optimistic with the news constantly reminding us just how much is going wrong on a daily basis. Things that logically should be different and right just are not. And due to the complexity of the interconnected systems and societies in which we live, it does not seem feasible that they could ever improve. I believe that's why it's more important today to try and stay positive and continue to support entrepreneurs who can not only drive impact and change across these systems to help us create a much more sustainable, equitable, and inclusive society, but also who can contribute to economic development, job creation, and self-organize to give back to those in need. Entrepreneurs can also focus on driving their impact with their actions in the suppliers they choose, the vendors they engage, the charities that they donate to, and the ways they cultivate their organizations and teams to be much more meaningful while driving towards a triple bottom line in choosing the right products and categories. As strong believers that true change can be driven by motivated entrepreneurs, who we like to call game changers, we continue to stay positive and hope that we can all work together to try and build a better future. One that has less inequality, that's safer and healthier, one that works towards understanding the importance of designing with our environment in mind, and one that also continues to champion equality and transparency with the development of decentralized systems. Today, we're here to talk about Web3 and blockchain. We have 25 teams over the Launchpad demo days that are joining our portfolio that's today over 200 companies strong. These teams have worked very hard over the last few months, well before us, and I'm sure they're going to work even harder post this demo day here today, to bring forward their products and services today and drive real impact and change in the world. We're excited about our growing partnership with Animoca Brands and the launch of this inaugural Launchpad Luna program. It's been an incredibly busy few months for both the Brinc and the Animoca Brands team as we've worked hard to get this program off the ground in record time. Both organizations got together just less than 6 months ago and worked towards onboarding the best resources and mentors with the hope that we could help empower and accelerate knowledge and IP transfer and extend our value propositions and networks to facilitate peer-to-peer learning. The program also would not have been successful without the thanks to the incredible openness of all the participating startups, as they've all worked really hard to learn from and help each other. This new program has also supported startups by encouraging sustainability, inclusion, and equitability into all of their business models. Addressing inequality and redesigning structures that have traditionally been centralized is not easy. Closed systems have permitted those with power, such as governments and big tech middlemen, who have gatekept the internet to restrict growth and control and direct innovation, and monetize under their own self-serving frameworks. We're excited about Web3 technologies because we believe they have the potential to reimagine all of this by focusing global minds to rethink what really matters and serve the collective good and the needs of a community versus just a few. Web3 also has the potential to decentralize and champion access and transparency to financial services and information, develop a much more inclusive digital economy through aligned value capture mechanisms, and transform global business processes just as the internet did only a few decades ago. Blockchain also furthers our investment objective and ethos for us supporting game changers that are now building the necessary infrastructure for the next generation of businesses as well as entire economies that can also drive positive impact through technological, social, and environmental innovation. This transition to decentralization will further a direct relationship with content producers and content creators. And as these digital experiences develop, leveraging all the immersion tools like AR and VR we have at our disposal today, it will also permit for unparalleled digitally augmented human ways of working and playing within groups or individually. People will be rewarded for their time and how they choose to spend it, where they can earn by working, playing, or learning. This immersion, we believe, will mean that we will have to find ourselves having fewer reasons to emit carbon for travel, work, or play. We will also see a revitalization of creative industries and the jobs that had traditionally lost the recognition and value that they should have had through the true scale and power that only the internet can bring. What we're excited about is that this will all happen at a global scale. And since the value and exchange and value delivery mechanisms are now digital, this can also mean that we can reduce the real world purchases of physical products like art, collectibles, and merchandise, and so much more. They usually have highly unsustainable means of production and are major contributors to climate change, all without any loss in value or experience to the true creator or consumer. This is important as creative professionals that challenge the status quo and rethink the way things should be incentivized to do so. And climate change is not a topic of tomorrow, but one very much of today. I don't think any of us have had a single week over the last 6 months where we haven't seen an example of an unpredictable thunderstorm, excessive floodings, or other examples of extreme examples of climate change in our daily lives or in the media. We're very much experiencing a butterfly effect where actions in one country or city can have ripple effects all around the world. And these waves are getting stronger. Governments, corporates, individuals, and consumers have to incorporate this into their decision-making daily. Some of the technologies and principles and business models that you will see presented to you today across teams from Launchpad Luna, across the demo days, are also developed for a digital-first audience. These tools and pipes have enabled true digital asset ownership and utilization, all with aligned stakeholders, which means that they can also be leveraged across a number of other industries to help develop the future of work as well as play. So I want you to think through, as you watch these pitches, what applications you may see for them and their technologies, applications perhaps that may exist within your own worlds that we haven't discovered yet. We're excited about this space as we progress beyond this cohort, and both Brinc and Animoca Brands will continue to invest and support startups that are building new innovations in entertainment, education, and inclusivity through more equitable, trustworthy, digital, and financial products. Just as I mentioned, as we presented our food tech cohorts, we still have a long way to go, but we believe this is an unstoppable movement that has found its legs and is moving forward at record speed. I'm certain the game-changing startups you're about to see will play a key role in the development of this future work and world economy that we want to live in. To the founders, I want to thank you for your trust and your patience. We're so excited for the world to see what you've been building. To the audience, I want to thank you for joining us today and showcasing your support to our game-changing founders and the work that they're doing, work that we believe is more important today than it's ever been before. Thank you for being here.
We live in an incredible time, both with opportunity, but also global devastation, where old power structures and symbols are hanging on their way of life in both violent and non-violent ways. The world, more than ever, needs change, innovation, and new forms of thinking. We're proud to be welcoming you all to witness this newly minted group of powerful change makers and innovators. The classic definition of an entrepreneur with success has been mostly about risk and reward and the ensuing financial returns. Entrepreneurship today is much more than just that. The best entrepreneurs in the world are not those who do it just for themselves, but do it with a purpose greater than their own, a mission that has meaning, that can empower not only in financial ways themselves, but their communities they serve, and in turn inspire more leaders who aim for better and greater positive change. As Albert Pine famously said, "What we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others and the world is and remains immortal." The most successful entrepreneurs, those we admire, serve that greater purpose, have a greater mission, and the hallmark of their leadership is how successfully they served and empowered others. It stands at the core of a strong decentralized culture, and we're proud to help play a small part in delivering this ethos. And as all of us here support you in turn, you too will empower others the same way. You are all the seeds of future growth and opportunity to many that will come after you. You are more than just strong operators. You see the world in an image that you think will be better for you and those around you. Where most see obstacles and difficulties, you see hope and opportunity. You are the most divergent of thinkers, Imagination to you is not merely a dream, it is your special superpower that allows you to create a vision of the future that you can create without limitations. At Animoca Brands, we're proud to be supporting Launchpad Luna to develop the next generation of leaders and changemakers who will serve these communities with purpose and vision and much imagination. And I, as well as the audience, are looking forward to being blown away by all the possibilities that you will be presenting to us today. Good luck.